Hey everybody, Saul out here at Skookum Scarp Sanctuary. Had something very weird today that has nothing to do with Bigfoot happened to me earlier. My son and I had gone out to the dog park and got like a Father's Day lunch. Coming back and parking the RAV, and I looked up and I saw this kind of like flashing light way off in the distance, like up above the clouds or whatever. Like it was way out there. And let me just say, like a little bit of background. I grew up of the Star Wars generation in North Dakota, always looking up at the stars and being fascinated with all that. I've seen some weird stuff in my life that, I can't explain or whatever, but I'm also well aware of satellites and, the very high altitude flights of the red eye between Seattle and San Diego and whatever, this kind of stuff. And so I watch these things a lot. Like, I'm in the country. I've got dark skies at night. We're actually outside the light dome. And, I'll see these lights and I'm like, okay, oh, look at that. And I always kind of watch it just to see if it does any weird movements or whatever. And inevitably, I'm always disappointed. Like, it's just a satellite. Or, oh, that's just, the red eye to LA out of Vancouver or whatever. That kind of stuff. I grew up underneath the flight path for Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota. So I've watched a lot of military aircraft and commercial aircraft in my life. Um, and what happened today was totally bizarre. I cannot explain it. So I'm going to be posting like several variations of the video that I shot. I shot several minutes of it. Um, it's not a plane. That's the big thing that I could say. This is not a plane. It's either some kind of drone or it's something, I don't know, some kind of military something or other. I really don't know at this point. So, um, basically, the rundown of what you're going to see is there's like a flashing light. We watched it for, it had to be like 20, 30 minutes. This thing moved extremely slowly across the sky. Um, and it, at times, like it would look like it was kind of coming towards us, and then it looked like it was going like the other direction, and then other times it appeared to just be stopping. And, I sat there the whole time, especially with the light effect that was going on with it. Like, that can't be any kind of, aircraft light or whatever. But then, how is that, whatever this thing is, how is the sun reflecting off it like that? We did actually see two other planes up there zip by real fast. And I mean, they just like moved, like you could see, okay, that's a plane. And they didn't look anything remotely like this. And then it was kind of weird. Like, it almost seemed like when the one plane was headed sort of towards it, like whatever this object was, like when it like reappeared, it like appeared almost further up, like away from where the plane was going. I don't know if that was just a perspective thing, but I've tried to go over in my mind, as far as like when we debunk these sort of things, and people say, okay, it just looks like that because it's coming in this direction, you're looking at that angle, and all that kind of stuff. And I've thought through that, and I've seen aircraft like that where, yeah, it kind of looks like they're standing still or whatever. This was something totally different, something completely different than I've ever seen in my life. You will see in the video like some cotton from the trees that kind of zip by, and you do also see bugs. So don't get confused about those. Like, I'm not saying those are anything anomalous, and it is kind of confusing if you don't know what you're looking at, so that's why I'm making this video. But you'll see this weird pulsating light, and then I've got like a short clip that I cut out and already like zoomed in on it, and it looks like this thing is doing something totally crazy. And I can't tell if it's just an artifact from the camera or what. I mean, I'm just shooting on my phone, so it's not a very good video. But when I saw that, I was like, because I didn't see it actually like that when I was shooting it, and it was really hard because the thing kept disappearing, and you're like looking at the phone, and it's not designed to shoot at any distance. So I tried to keep the camera on it as steady as I could and whatever, but it was really kind of difficult to, because I couldn't necessarily even see it on my screen, and then it kept disappearing in real life. So all that combined, again, it's not perfect video. It's not gonna be on a phone. I've said that on this channel before. Phones aren't designed for shooting at any sort of distance. But you do see something that, like I say, with the context of what my son and I saw, the way we watched this thing move, there's no way that that's a plane. So again, that's either some kind of crazy high altitude drone or intelligent blimp, secret military technology, spy blimp, who knows? But it's not a plane. And so what it is, I have no idea. But yeah, please check it out and let me know if you've seen something exactly like that or whatever. Please let me know in the comments. All right, thanks.